Hare Krishna. So one time there were all these animals participating in an Olympic race. Elephant, rabbit, camel, cat, dog, all of them participated in a 100-meter race. On your mark, get set, go. All the animals ran. Whom do you think won? The cheetah won. But the elephant went into depression because the elephant thought that I practiced so much, still I didn't win. So the next time there was this Olympic race, the elephant practiced thoroughly. It went into a weight loss forum, right? It started to do dieting, started to do heavy practice, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day. And the next Olympic, again in the 100 meters dash, all the animals were standing. The elephant, the giraffe, the camel and the cheetah. On your mark, get set, go. Who do you think won this time? Definitely the cheetah. The elephant went into permanent depression. It went and saw the psychiatrist. What is the problem? I practiced so much. I worked so hard. That cheetah didn't even practice. It won the race this time also. I lost. So the psychiatrist told the elephant that if you want to win the Olympics, you participate in weightlifting. You participate in wrestling. In all these games, definitely you will win. There is no chance for anyone else to win. The next time for the Olympics, the elephant participated in all these games, right? Shot put, weightlifting, wrestling, and the elephant won. Its self-esteem shot up and it felt satisfied, happy and valued. All of us have certain weakness and certain strengths. God has given all of us certain weakness, certain strengths. It is important for us to focus on our strengths and encash it, nurture it. If we just focus on our weakness and if we start comparing ourselves with others, we will get into depression like this elephant. Just like Albert Einstein said, if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, you will think that the fish is stupid for an entire life. The fish is meant to swim in the waters and monkey is meant to climb on the tree. The fish cannot climb on the tree and the monkey cannot swim in the water. So education basically means identifying the speciality in that particular child, identifying the gift that God has given. And God has given all of us a unique gift. Just like Mark Twain said, there are two important days in everyone's life. The first day is when we are born. The second is when we find out why we are born. What is our unique talent? What is our strength? What should be our contribution in this world? Many times when parents get report card of their child, what do the parents see? The parents see the red lines. In which subject my child has failed? And definitely they scold the child. In fact, there's a joke. There's one father who started to beat the child before the report card came. So the neighbor asked, why are you beating the child? Tomorrow the report is coming. The results are coming. Today only you're beating the child. The father said, tomorrow I'm going out of town. I know what this result is going to be. So before going only I'm beating him. So the point is, parents, they find out in which subject the child has failed or got less. But more intelligent is, the better way of parenting is finding out which subject the child has done well, encashing it and understanding that this is where the career of the child lies. If the child focuses on these subjects, the subjects in which it is easily getting 7 by 10, these are the subjects in which it can go better and come to 10 by 10 and become very successful in life. So we need to understand our God-given strengths and we need to stop comparing with others. Petrol cannot compare itself with water and water cannot compare itself with petrol. Petrol has a certain function to play, a certain place in which it is used, and water has a certain function and a certain utility, right? And similarly all fruits. Which fruit is better? Is mango better, apple better, banana better, grape is better? All fruits have its own uniqueness. All fruits have its own place, right, in one's diet. Which flower is better? The rose is better, jasmine is better, lotus is better, lily is better. Every flower has its own uniqueness. So life means to find out what our strength is, what our uniqueness is, and be happy and satisfied with who we are. If we keep comparing ourselves with others, we will definitely be miserable. We need to find out what we can do that others cannot do and try to focus on that. We study in the scriptures the life of the 5 Pandavas. They were 5 brothers, but all of them had their unique skills and their unique likings. Arjuna chose to master archery. Bhima chose to focus on mace fighting. Yudhishthir chose to focus on spear fighting. Everyone chose their own areas because everyone knew that we are good at certain things, we are not good at certain things. Just like a body has different parts, right? Head, hands, legs, stomach. Every part of the body is important. And every part of the body does a certain function. Not all parts can do all the function. Is it possible? No. Every part has its own utility. Similarly, in the social structure also, someone is the intelligent class. Someone can think, someone can give ideas, someone can execute the ideas, right? And someone is very good in managing, someone is very good in enterprising in business. So we need to be true to our own gifts that God has given us. So I was reading a very beautiful quote of Mahatma Prabhu, one of Srila Prabhupada's disciples. He says that if you are a street sweeper, if that is your occupation, then be happy sweeping the street. Dance with a broom in your hand. So we need to learn to celebrate our own uniqueness, and we need to learn to celebrate who we are, how God has made us. So let us discover our own uniqueness, our own talents, our own strengths, nurture it, and then stop comparing ourselves with others. In this way, we can be happy, satisfied, and everyone in life can truly become successful. Thank you. Hare Krishna.